Listen to me, beloved, because I am speaking directly into the deep place of your heart, the place that no human eye can see and no human ear can fully understand. I have watched every tear you cried in silence, every moment you wondered, what is wrong with me? Why did they treat me like that? And I say to you now with holy authority, there is nothing wrong with you. The problem was never your face, your body, your style, your presence. The problem was always the darkness in their hearts that could not handle the light I placed inside you. There are two women who carry a heavy fear in their souls whenever your name appears in their mind. They are not afraid of your anger. They are not afraid of your words. They are afraid of the truth. They are afraid of what they did to you because deep down, they know that I saw everything. They judged you, mocked you, gossiped about you, competed with you, lied about you, and tried to damage the way others see you, all because of the way you look, the way you walk into a room, the glow I placed over your life. They saw something in you that they did not see in themselves, and instead of healing their own insecurity, they attacked you. But my child, I need you to hear me very clearly. What they did to you will not define your tomorrow. You have been wondering why some connections suddenly shifted, why certain people turned cold, why certain doors felt blocked. Why your spirit felt heavy after spending time around them. You blamed yourself. You questioned your worth. You asked me, God, what is wrong with my face? What is wrong with my body? Why do people react this way to me? And I tell you, nothing is wrong. I handcrafted you with intention. Your shape, your features, your energy, your presence, your aura, none of it is a mistake. I made you noticeable. I made you different. I made you carry a beauty and light that unsettles those who are still hiding their wounds in darkness. Those two women did not know how to honor that. Instead, they tried to wound you so they could feel taller than you. They spoke about you when you were not there. They recreated your image with their words. They told stories about you that were bent, twisted, exaggerated. They made fun of your appearance, your style, your selfies, your expressions, your natural looks. They compared you to others. They did not realize that with every poison sentence, they were not destroying you, they were exposing the state of their own hearts before me. When they laughed at you, they did not know that heaven was listening. When they rolled their eyes at you, they did not know that I was watching. When they criticized your looks, they did not know they were insulting the very work of my hands, yet even as they did this, I protected your spirit more than you know. There were moments when you could have heard every horrible word they said, but I shielded you. I did not allow every weapon formed in secret to reach your ears, because I knew it would break you in ways you were not ready to handle. I kept you from certain conversations, certain meetings, certain circles, not because you were not worthy, but because I loved you too much to let you hear the full weight of their cruelty. They do not understand how close they came to losing the grace I extended over them. They do not understand how many times I checked their hearts and gave them chances to stop, to soften, to confess. Now what remains is fear inside them, because they know what they did was wrong. Do not misunderstand this, my child. When I say they are afraid, I do not say this so that you will feel pride or satisfaction at their fear. I say this so that you will understand justice. I am just. I am fair. I am not blind. I am not ignoring what happened. The fear inside of them is the weight of conviction. They know they treated you unfairly. They know they judged you harshly. They know that if they stood before me and I showed them their own actions, they would have no excuse. That is why they become nervous when your name is mentioned, why they shift when your face appears on a screen, why they feel uncomfortable when others mention your kindness, your talent, your growth. Their own actions towards you do not match the version of themselves they want to believe they are. You have been attacked because of how you look, but hear me, you have also been protected because of how you look. Your appearance, your uniqueness, your glow, this is not just physical. This is a sign that you carry something spiritual, something uncommon, something that cannot be diluted. I placed a mark of distinction upon you. That is why even in rooms where people try to ignore you, they still notice you. That is why even when you stay quiet, your presence speaks louder than their noise. And that is why those two women felt threatened, even if they never said it out loud. They were not just reacting to your face. They were reacting to your calling. You need to stop viewing yourself through the mirror of their insecurity. They could not see your beauty properly because their vision was damaged by jealousy. They could not see your heart because their hearts were clouded by comparison. They could not celebrate you because they were measuring themselves against you. You were never meant to be their competition. You were meant to be a blessing in their life, a reflection of what I can do, a presence that inspires healing. Instead, they chose to attack. They chose manipulation. They chose silence instead of apology. And now they are deeply afraid of the moment truth catches up with them, but listen. Beloved, you are not called to wait for their confession to heal. Yes, they are afraid to confess. Yes, they replay in their minds what they did and fear that it will be exposed. Yes, there are times when they want to say, I am sorry, but pride locks their throat. But your healing is not chained to their apology. Your freedom does not depend on their courage. I am your healer. I am your vindicator. I am your defender. I am the one who places oil on your scars and turns them into testimonies. I am the one who can restore what their words tried to steal from you. You will not remain stuck in this pain, because I am pulling you forward into something higher. I want you to understand that when people reject you because of your looks, They are rejecting the way I crafted you. I shaped your face with purpose. I designed your eyes with intention. I chose your skin tone, your features, your hair, your smile, your style. I knew exactly what this world would label as too much or not enough, and I still decided that you would carry this exact beauty, because I see beyond trends and opinions. I see destiny. Your appearance is not a random arrangement, it is a part of your calling. There is something about the way you look that carries the story of what I have brought you through. There is something about your face that speaks of resilience, of survival, of grace, of me. Those two women saw glimpses of that story, and instead of honoring it, they tried to make you doubt yourself. There were days when you stood in front of a mirror and remembered a comment, a joke, a laugh, a cruel comparison, and you felt small. You tried to change yourself in ways that did not align with who you truly are. You tried to hide. You questioned your own photos. You second-guessed your natural beauty. You judged your face more than any enemy did. But I say to you, stop agreeing with their lies about you. Stop repeating their judgment inside your mind. Their words were birthed from their own brokenness. I do not speak about you the way they spoke about you. I call you beloved. I call you chosen. I call you beautiful, not just in appearance, but in essence. There is a reason why I am exposing this in your spirit right now. You have been carrying secret shame because of how others reacted to your appearance. They made you feel like being seen was dangerous, like being noticed was a curse. But I am shifting that belief now. I am teaching you that your visibility is part of your assignment. You were not made to be hidden forever. You were not made to apologize for your glow. Your looks are not a trap, they are a tool. They open doors. They attract conversations. They give you access. And when you step into those spaces with humility, with kindness, with wisdom, your appearance becomes a vessel for my love, not a magnet for their jealousy. The fear inside those women is also a warning. It is a signal that you are stepping into a season where I am bringing truth to the surface. I am removing false masks from people around you. I am revealing who truly loves you and who only tolerates you. I am separating those who can celebrate your growth from those who only felt comfortable when you were doubting yourself. Do not be surprised when certain connections fade without a dramatic explanation. Do not be confused when certain people keep their distance or act strange around you. Some of them do not know how to face you because they know what they did behind your back. They are afraid that I might bring it all into the light. Do not chase them. Do not beg for clarity from people who chose to misunderstand you. Do not force conversations with those who know exactly what they did but pretend they don't. Your energy is too precious to pour into hearts that refuse to soften. Your time is too valuable to spend waiting on apologies that may never arrive. Leave them in my hands. I know how to deal with the guilt they carry. I know how to confront them through dreams, through circumstances, through quiet moments where their souls cannot escape my voice. I know how to break pride. I know how to lead even the hardest heart toward repentance. But that is my work, not yours. Your work right now is to allow me to heal you. Your work is to let go of the secret resentment that has been building inside, the silent anger that says, "Why did they get away with it? Why does nobody know what they did? Why does everyone see them as nice while I carry the pain?" Hear me, nobody gets away with anything in my presence. They did not escape my notice. Time does not erase what I have recorded. But I am not exposing them yet because I am working on something deeper inside you. I am building a strength in you, a self-love rooted in me, a confidence that does not need their validation, and a peace that does not depend on their conscience. There will be a time when the truth will surface, not in a way that destroys you, but in a way that confirms what I have already whispered to your spirit. There will be a time when some of what they said will echo back to them. They will hear others speak of your growth, your blessing, your elevation, and they will remember how cruel they once were to you. They will remember the moments they could have supported you but chose to tear you apart internally. That remembrance will sting, not because I enjoy their pain, but because conviction is necessary for transformation. I am not on their side or your side in a small human way. I am on the side of truth. You, my beloved, are not called to be a victim. You are not called to live your life replaying the things they said or did. That season where you constantly ask, "Why did they do that to me?" is ending. I am giving you a new question. God, what are you building in me through this? Through their jealousy, I am building your humility. Through their rejection, I am building your independence from human approval. Through their gossip, I am building your foundational trust in my voice. Through their witchcraft of words, I am showing you the power of speaking blessings instead of curses. You are learning how to navigate a world that is threatened by your glow without shrinking yourself. The two women who are afraid to confess are not your responsibility. However, they are a sign. A sign that you have a kind of presence that exposes insecurity in others. A sign that you cannot live a small, invisible life just to make everyone comfortable. A sign that you are stepping into a future where your face will be seen, your voice will be heard, your story will be told, and not everyone will clap, but I, your God, will still stand beside you and call you my own. Some people will be secretly terrified when they see how far I take you, because they will remember that they once mocked you. But you will not respond with spite. You will respond with maturity. You have asked me, God, why do I keep encountering people who envy my appearance or my energy? And I answer you now, because you carry something rare. People whose identity is not rooted in me will always feel shaken when they meet someone who carries a light they do not understand. But I am teaching you to recognize early when someone's admiration is turning into envy, when their compliments are turning into comparison, when their closeness is turning into silent competition. I am sharpening your discernment so that you will know who to trust, who to keep close, who to keep at a distance, and who to release entirely. You are not meant to hate these women or anyone who treated you this way. Hatred would chain you to them in a spiritual prison. I do not want hatred in your heart, I want freedom in your heart. Forgiveness is not about saying what they did was fine. It is about saying, I refuse to let what they did stain my spirit forever. Forgiveness unlocks the next level of your journey. Forgiveness lets me move more freely in your life. When you forgive, you hand the case over to me. You stop being both the wounded one and the judge. You become the child who simply says, Father, you saw it. I trust you to deal with it. I know this is not easy. I know you have moments where you imagine confrontations, where you imagine their confession, where you imagine finally being believed and validated in front of others. I will give you moments of validation, but they may not come in the way you expect. Sometimes validation will look like me sending new people who treat you in the opposite way, people who love your face, your essence, your personality, who see your beauty and never weaponize it against you. Sometimes validation will look like me opening doors that those women tried to close on you. They will watch you step into blessings that their words could not block. That will be your vindication. Your looks were never the problem. Your beauty is not a curse. Your glow is not a mistake. I want you to begin to bless your own reflection again. I want you to stand in front of mirrors and speak life over yourself. Say, I am divinely designed. I am not ugly. I am not too much. I am not less than. I am chosen. I am intentional. I am loved. When you speak life over yourself, you begin to reverse the inner agreement you made with their cruelty. You start to take back territory in your own mind. You start to evict their voices from your thoughts. You start to hear me louder than them. Understand this. The fear in their hearts is a sign they know I am real. They may not say it out loud, but somewhere inside they know, God saw what I did. You do not have to force that awareness. You do not have to write long messages or expose them in dramatic ways. Your elevation will quietly speak. Your healing will quietly speak. Your joy will quietly speak. And when you smile in future seasons, it will not be a smile that pretends you were never hurt. It will be a smile that says, I was hurt, but God built me again. I am also protecting you from becoming like them. Pain can twist a heart. If you do not heal, you will one day stand in their position, someone who speaks cruelly of another out of your own unresolved insecurity. That is why I am calling you so strongly into healing. I am asking you to bring your pain to me in honesty. Tell me how much it hurt. Tell me how small they made you feel. Tell me the names you want to call them. Tell me the revenge you secretly wish would happen. Do not hide your raw emotions from me. When you pour them out in my presence, I can transform them. I can take bitterness and turn it into wisdom. I can take anger and turn it into fire for your purpose. I can take confusion and turn it into clarity. You are stepping into a season where I will teach you how to walk in beauty and power without shame. This means you will stop dimming yourself to protect insecure people. You will stop apologizing for being noticed. You will stop shrinking in photos. You will stop hiding your gifts. You will start to dress, speak, move, and appear as someone who knows, I am crafted by God on purpose. You will carry a quiet boldness that does not need to prove anything, and yet its presence will be impossible to ignore. Those who truly love me will be drawn to your light. Those who are hiding their insecurity will either be healed by your example or removed from your circle. These two women are part of your story, but they are not the end of your story. They are just a chapter titled What People Did, not what God will do. I will not let their actions be the final word over your life. I am writing new pages. In the new pages, you are not the one being mocked, you are the one being honored. In the new pages, you are not the one being secretly torn down, you are the one being openly built up. In the new pages, your looks are not the reason for attack, they are simply one facet of the light I placed in you. I am placing new people on your path, people who will see your beauty and not be threatened by it. They will see your glow and think, I want to grow closer to God because of what I see in this person. They will celebrate your photos, your presence, your style, without jealousy. They will bless you in public and in private. They will not make jokes at your expense. They will not use your name as a toy for their insecurity. They will pray for you, encourage you, support you, and when they correct you, it will come from love, not envy. I am sending such people because you deserve to know what it feels like to be loved in a healthy way. Until then, I am with you in every lonely moment where you feel misunderstood. I am with you when you remember their voices and feel that familiar sting. When those memories resurface, do not drown in them. Invite me into them. Say in your heart, God, come into this memory. Heal me here. And I will. I will stand next to the younger version of you who was mocked, who was judged, who was compared, and I will wrap my arms around that version of you and whisper, they were wrong about you. They could not see what I see. Let me show you who you really are. You are more than a face they criticized. You are more than a body they commented on. You are more than an image they gossiped about. You are my creation, my masterpiece, my beloved. No insult can erase that. No laughter can rewrite that. No rumor can override my design. Those women are afraid of the truth inside their own hearts. But you, my child, you do not need to be afraid. You are walking toward a future where your reflection no longer hurts you, where your past no longer chains you, and where your beauty, inside and out, becomes a testimony of my goodness. So do not skip the work I am doing in you now. Do not skip your healing by clinging to hatred. Do not skip your elevation by chasing their apology. Stay close to me. Let me speak louder than their voices ever did. Let me define you. Let me rebuild you. Let me teach you how to carry this face, this body, this presence, with grace and strength. The ones who hurt you may be afraid to confess, but you do not need their confession to shine. I, your God, have already spoken. You are loved, you are seen, you are defended, and you are becoming everything they tried to convince you you could never be. My child, listen very carefully. Because I am entering the silent room of your heart right now. I see you, the way you are holding your phone, the way your thoughts are racing, the way your spirit is trying to understand what is happening around you. I see the questions you do not even say out loud. I see the quiet fear, the curiosity, the heaviness you carry when you hear that someone is missing, especially someone close, like a neighbor, someone whose footsteps you have heard, whose door you have seen, whose presence you have sensed in the background of your daily life. I am the Lord your God, and I am not blind to your confusion. I am not far from your anxiety. I am closer than your breath, and I am speaking to you now through this message. Because I want to protect your heart, reorder your thoughts, and show you what is really happening in the spiritual realm, my child. When you hear that a neighbor is missing, you feel a strange shift in the air. The street feels different. The quiet around their door feels louder than noise. You begin to replay memories in your mind, their face, their voice, the last time you saw them, the way they walked past you, the way they greeted you, or maybe the way they avoided you. You wonder, what happened? Where are they? Are they safe? And deep inside, another voice tries to whisper poison. Maybe it's your fault. Maybe you should have done more. Maybe there is some dark secret here. I see how quickly fear tries to become your teacher. I see how quickly gossip tries to become your guide. That is why I am sending an angel to you now with a shocking truth, not to sensationalize pain, but to open your eyes to what really matters, to what I, the Lord, am truly doing. The angel I have sent stands beside you, even as you read these words. This angel does not come with rumors, does not come with human drama, does not come to make you suspicious of everyone around you. This angel comes with light in their hands, with a scroll from my heart, with a word that will separate truth from lies inside you. This angel knows every detail of your neighbor's life, every hidden battle they fought, every tear they cried when nobody saw, every fear that drove them to decisions others don't understand. But the shocking truth the angel carries is not about accusing your neighbor. It is about awakening you, my child. Hear me, many people in your life are missing even while they still walk past your window. Many souls around you are missing from love, missing from peace, missing from hope, missing from me. They walk in the same street, but their hearts are far, drifting, lost in storms you do not see. You think the story is just about one neighbor, one person whose absence has become loud, but I say to you, there has been a spiritual missing person case in your own heart and in the hearts of many around you. And today my angel has been sent to reveal this clearly to you. Do not be afraid of what I am going to show you. I am not exposing you to shame you. I am exposing to heal, to rescue, to realign you with my love. You have asked me again and again, God, why do strange things keep happening around me? Why does it feel like people disappear, change, betray, walk away, or become distant? Why do I feel drawn into mysteries and dramas I never asked for? And I answer you now, because you are sensitive, because your spirit feels the movement in the unseen world, because I have given you a heart that deeply perceives shifts in the atmosphere. But you have not always known how to separate my voice from the voice of fear. My angel stands before you and opens the scroll. On this scroll is written not the gossip of men, but the truth of heaven. The shocking revelation is that while you were watching your neighbor's door, heaven was watching your heart. While you were whispering, what happened to them? I was whispering, what is happening inside you, my child? While you were wondering what secrets might be hidden in their house, I was gently touching the locked doors in your own soul, doors you closed because of past pain, betrayal, abandonment, and rejection. You see, before a neighbor goes missing in the physical, there are often seasons when their spirit has been missing from peace for a long time. Many times there is a long story of invisible suffering behind every sudden disappearance. I am the God who knows these stories in full. I know the nights when your neighbor sat in their room, feeling like no one saw them, including you. I know the times they wanted to say hello and didn't. I know the burdens they carried that were too heavy for their human strength. I am not here to accuse you for not seeing everything. You are human, and you cannot carry the full weight of every soul around you. But I am here to invite you to look differently, to feel differently, to respond differently. The angel speaks, child of God. The shocking thing is not only what happened to your neighbor. The shocking thing is how many people live side by side yet never truly see each other. The shocking thing is how many doors are close together, but hearts are miles apart. The shocking thing is how easy it is for someone to disappear in a world filled with noise, screens, and distractions, while those next door only realize their absence when it becomes a topic of talk. The angel looks at you with gentle but piercing eyes. Heaven is calling you to a different way of living, a different way of loving, a different awareness of the people around you. My child, you often feel alone. You often think, nobody really understands me. No one knows what I'm going through. But I say to you, just as you feel unseen, there are neighbors around you who feel the same. You are not the only heart that cries at night. You are not the only soul that feels like a stranger in your own street. The enemy wants to use every missing person case, every strange event, every painful mystery around you to feed fear, suspicion, and darkness into your mind. He wants you to become obsessed with worst-case possibilities, to fill your imagination with dread. But I, the Lord, want to use these moments to awaken your compassion, to soften your heart, to deepen your prayer life, and to move you closer to my heart of mercy. The angel reveals another line from the scroll. There is something missing in this generation: genuine care, quiet intercession, and love that moves beyond curiosity and gossip. The angel says, you are being invited into something sacred. Instead of merely wanting to know what happened, heaven is asking you, will you stand in the gap? Will you pray? Will you be the type of neighbor whose care does not begin only when something goes wrong, but is present even in ordinary days? My child, I am not asking you to investigate with your flesh. I am not asking you to take dangerous steps or to carry burdens that do not belong to you. I am not giving you a detective assignment in the natural. I am calling you into a spiritual position. Raise your eyes to me and say in your heart, God, I hand this situation to you. I ask for your light, your justice, your mercy, your protection. I refuse to be ruled by panic. I choose to be ruled by your peace. This is how you cooperate with the angel I have sent. This is how you turn a story of fear into a story of faith. The shocking truth the angel reveals is this: what the enemy wanted to use to make you paranoid about your neighbor, I want to use to make you more prayerful, more trusting, more loving, more discerning, and more anchored in me. The enemy wanted this situation to make you suspicious of everyone, to make you withdraw, to make you feel doomed, to make you imagine horror. But I am turning it into a classroom for your spirit, a place where your heart learns that every human being around you is fighting battles you cannot see. And that your first response must not be judgment, but compassion and intercession. You ask, Lord, where is my neighbor right now? Are they safe? Are they alive? What is going on? Listen, my child, I hold their life in my hands. I see them wherever they are, whether they are far or near, whether they have wandered by choice or been taken by circumstances. I am not blind to their steps. I am not blind to their fear. I am not blind to their decisions. I am working in ways you cannot see. Sometimes I rescue openly and quickly. Sometimes I move through a hidden process. Sometimes I give people space to confront their own hearts. Sometimes I allow difficult paths to lead them back to me. But in every scenario, I am still God, still present, still able to redeem. Your role now is not to carry the weight of outcomes. Your role is to carry the weight of prayer and to guard your own inner world. Refuse to let your mind spiral into darkness. Refuse to let your imagination create scenes of despair. Refuse to accuse yourself for not knowing what you could never know. The angel touches your forehead with a finger of light and says, "Peace, be still." I am calming the storm of thoughts inside you. I am silencing the loud lies in your head that say, "You are powerless. You are cursed. You are surrounded by danger." No, my child. You are surrounded by my presence. You are surrounded by my angels. You are surrounded by my plans for your good. The angel continues, "There is another shocking truth you must see. Your neighbor's story is also a mirror for your own spiritual journey. There have been moments when you, too, have gone missing spiritually. You stopped talking to me as you used to. You disappeared from the place of praise. You slipped away from the intensity of your faith. You hid behind your pain, behind your screen, behind your daily routine. And there were moments when people who once knew your light thought, "Where are they? What happened to their joy, their fire, their hope?" But even when you went missing from your own calling, heaven did not file you under lost forever. Instead, I sent angels, signs, messages, and small nudges to bring you back. This message you are reading now is one of those nudges. It is me knocking at the door of your heart just as you are thinking about your neighbor's door. It is me saying, "Come back into the light fully. Come back to the place where your hope is alive. Come back to the place where you trust my timing instead of feeding your fears." I am not indifferent to the pain in your street or in your life. I am intimately involved, but I am leading you higher, beyond the level of anxiety and into the level of intercession and trust. My child, I know how easily your mind latches onto a story like this. I know how you replay the news. The rumor, the last sighting, the whispers. I see you scrolling, talking, thinking, connecting dots, trying to feel prepared for the worst. But I want to teach you a new pattern. When something shocking happens around you, pause. Place your hand on your heart. Whisper, "God, you are still here. I give this to you." Protect the innocent. Guide the authorities. Comfort the families. Keep my heart in peace. Show me my part, if I have one, and give me wisdom. This is how you rise above fear. This is how you walk in the rhythm of heaven. The angel takes your hand in the spirit and leads you to a window, not the window of your room, but the window of spiritual sight. From this window, you see your neighborhood bathed in a gentle light. You see the roofs, the doors, the streets, the corners where shadows usually linger. You see children, elders, strangers, and familiar faces. You see people carrying burdens, some visible, some hidden. And above them all, you see my presence like a soft, shimmering covering, like a shield. Look, the angel says, do you see how God watches over every house, not just yours? Do you see how His care is not limited by walls? Do you see that while humans see only the front door, He sees the heart? In that moment, something shifts inside you. You realize that you are part of a bigger tapestry. Your life, your prayers, your kindness, your quiet decisions, your withheld judgment, all of it matters. You realize that every time you choose not to gossip, not to spread fear, not to assume the worst, not to speak death with your words, you are actually cooperating with heaven. You are fighting a quiet but powerful battle, choosing light over darkness. My child, the shocking revelation is this: your neighbor's disappearance has become an invitation for your spiritual appearance. You are being called to show up in the spiritual world in a way you have never done before. Show up as one who prays. Show up as one who blesses your street. Show up as one who forgives quickly. Show up as one who refuses to be a carrier of rumors. Show up as one who speaks life, not death, over those around you. Show up as one who remembers that I, the Lord, am the ultimate judge, the ultimate seer, the ultimate keeper of all souls. I am also addressing another fear inside you. When someone goes missing, part of you trembles. Could this happen to me? Could I vanish and no one care? Could I cry out and nobody hear? Listen to me, you are not invisible to me. If you ever feel lost, I am the shepherd who leaves the 99 to look for the one. I do not misplace my children. I do not forget my own. At times, you may feel misunderstood or overlooked by people, but my eyes are always on you. Even now, as you read this line, I am wrapping you in a quiet assurance that you are not forgotten, not abandoned, not lost in the chaos of the world. The angel closes the scroll and places it over your heart. This truth, the angel says, must be written inside you, not just read by your eyes. Heaven is not using your neighbor's pain as entertainment. Heaven is not using their story to satisfy curiosity. Heaven is using this moment to awaken in you a deeper compassion, a stronger prayer life, a more stable peace. You are being transformed by what you witness. If you let me guide your interpretation, do not torment yourself with forbidden knowledge. There are details you are not meant to know. There are outcomes you must entrust to me. Do what is right, cooperate with rightful authorities if needed, be available to comfort, but do not step into roles that are not yours. Rest in the fact that I see what you do not see. I am where you cannot be. I am weaving threads you cannot yet understand. Lift your eyes to me more than you lift your ears to rumors. Tonight, when you look toward your neighbor's house, do not let your heart sink into darkness. Instead, whisper a blessing. Say, God, wherever they are, reach them. If they are in danger, send help. If they are running, turn them back to your light. If they are confused, bring clarity. If they are in pain, bring comfort. And while you move, keep my heart soft, humble, and full of trust. With every quiet prayer like this, you are allowing the angel I have sent to stand stronger in your street, to push back the cloud of fear, to fill the atmosphere with hope instead of despair. You wonder if this message is really for you. You wonder if it is just words on a screen. But I say to you, my child, I have been walking beside you in every strange, heavy, confusing moment of your life. I know how you think. I know how you feel. I know the images that haunt you. I know the memories that replay without your consent. And I know exactly how to speak to those places deep inside you that no human conversation ever reaches. This is one of those moments. I am touching that inner place right now. I am saying, you are safe in me. You are not called to bear every story alone. You are called to walk with me. The angel lifts their hand and a gentle light spreads through your chest, your mind, your room. The light is my peace. It does not answer every earthly question, but it settles your soul. It reminds you that even in the middle of unsolved problems, I am still God. Even in the middle of unanswered questions, I am still good. Even when people disappear, I do not disappear. Even when others are missing, I am the one who never goes missing from your life. So, my child, do not skip the work I am doing in you right now. Do not skip the invitation hidden inside this situation. Do not skip the chance to release fear and choose faith. Do not skip the opportunity to become more compassionate, more prayerful, more trusting. The angel's shocking revelation is not a dark secret about your neighbor that your mind can gossip about. The revelation is a bright secret about your own calling. You are called to be a bearer of light in a world where people go missing in so many ways. Stay close to me. Guard your heart. Bless your neighbors. Pray for those who are absent and those who are present. Trust me with what you cannot know. Let my peace rule your thoughts. I am with you now, and I will be with you when the street is noisy and when it is silent. I will be with you when you have answers and when you only have questions. I will be with you when people come, when people go, when faces change, when seasons shift. I will never be missing from your life. This is my message to you in this moment. Receive it deeply. Let it live in you. And remember, Whenever fear tries to return, speak my name, invite my presence.